Do you need a break from gaming but still want a reason to keep using your headset? Then this video is for you. Today I will tell you about 3 entertainment experiences available on 3 different platforms. Headsets aren't just for gaming, they can be fun in other ways too. To make sure there is something for everyone, I will share you one experience exclusive to the Apple Vision Pro, one for MetaQuest headsets, and something you can enjoy only on PCVR. So let's get started. Let's start with Submerged for Apple Vision Pro. Submerged, a short film written and directed by Oscar-winning Edward Berger, is the first movie shot using Apple immersive video technology for Vision Pro. It's set inside a World War II submarine under attack. You follow the crew trying to escape as the submarine sinks. Watching this film with the Vision Pro is a unique experience. Far better than any other immersive clip, even those, let's say, spicy ones that have reached amazing quality levels. Apple Immersive Video uses special cameras to record 3D video in 180 degrees, delivering immersion that I think surpasses the technology used in Avatar. The set of Submerged was built specifically to enhance this technology. Effects like sparks, steam, water, and fire stand out in a way that traditional movies can't replicate. I don't know much about filmmaking, so I can't tell you if the shots are correct or if they follow standard cinematic rules. But after 60 seconds, I realized that if this becomes the average quality, I could easily become addicted to this type of movie. I might even stop watching standard films, which feel flat by comparison. Submerged isn't even a horror movie, but details like doors, blind corners, terrified faces, and tiny drops of water made me feel like screaming at any moment. So take my opinion about movies and filmmaking with a grain of salt, cause my top 3 favorite films of all time in random order are The Island, the first Fast and Furious, and Resident Evil 1. Back to Submerged, I won't give you more details to avoid spoilers. Just know that these 17 minutes are pure immersion. Keep in mind though that regular releases of this kind of content are unlikely. It's also hard to imagine non-VR audiences getting used to it. Something else the general press didn't mention is that this experience requires a minimum level of VR legs, tolerance for VR motion. I didn't feel any discomfort, but I can believe that some people might. For instance, during slow or fast scenes where the camera moves through hallways, people prone to VR sickness might feel uneasy. A solution could be to use only static shots, but that would make the experience less dynamic. The product also has some flaws. For example, 180 degrees isn't enough in every scene. When you instinctively try to follow where a character is looking, you'll often hit the black edges of the 180 degrees view. I'm not asking for a full 360° experience, but future improvements will be necessary. I've already said more than enough. Keep an eye on Submerged, and now it's time for our sponsor. Before we continue, I want to take a moment to talk about this video's VR sponsor, Globular Cluster, a leader in VR accessories. Globular Cluster kindly sent us some of their products to test, designed to enhance the comfort of our Quest 3 and Quest 3S headsets. We all know how uncomfortable the headset can be with its basic strap, so replacing it was absolutely necessary. Not just for games, but also for any experience that require a lot of movement, you'll find great comfort in the CMQ3 Comfort mod from Globular Cluster. As you can see from the images, Globular Cluster products arrive in these elegant black and gold boxes. There are plenty of accessories that will accompany us not only in this video, but also in the ones to come. If you're using the MetaQuest 3 and you want to take your VR experience to the next level, you need to check out the Globular Cluster F3. This thing is a complete game changer for comfort, immersion, and usability. Right out of the box, the quality speaks for itself. You get a sturdy magnetic base adapter that attaches seamlessly to your Quest 3, and once it's on, it stays on. No more constant swapping. You also get 2 adjustable spaces to customize the fit, which is a lifesaver for anyone who wears glasses. But the real star of the show, the 3 facial adapters. They're soft, cushiony, and incredibly comfortable. Thanks to their magnetic design, swapping them out takes just seconds. They're made from premium materials that feel fantastic, and they're super easy to clean. No more sweaty, grimy padding after long VR sessions. And let's talk about immersion. These adapters feature a silicone nose guard that blocks out light completely. If you're playing an intense game, this makes a huge difference. But here's the cool part. If you want more airflow or a slightly wider field of view, you can simply remove the silicone piece. It's all about giving you total control over your experience. Oh, and no more foggy lenses. The ventilation system is designed to keep the air flowing, so you can stay locked into the action without constantly stopping to clean your lenses. The globular cluster F3 makes your VR sessions smoother, more comfortable, and much more immersive. Whether you're gaming for hours or working with virtual screens, this is the upgrade you didn't even know you needed. You can find globular cluster products at the link below, not just facial interfaces, but also a solid headband to help you get through those longer gaming sessions. But now, let's get back to the video. Let's talk about NeoFables, an app available on all Meta Quest devices. Created by Adam Philander and built with WebXR, it combines VR and generative AI. The concept is simple but innovative. Imagine a situation, a setting, or the beginning of a story while holding your hands in a prayer position. After a few seconds, NeoFables creates a 360-degree environment and a credible narrative based on your input. From there, you can continue the story by adding elements, removing them, or changing characters and situations, all through simple gestures. The app generates a static 360-degree scene around you and pairs it with voice narration. I know this might not sound exciting when described like this, and maybe words don't do it justice, but the technology behind it is impressive. Adam's Patreon page promises significant updates in the future, like multilingual support. For now, it only works in English, and optimization of the algorithms to lower costs. This app isn't free, not because of greed, but due to the costs of generative AI for creating images, text, and audio. Right now, it costs about $1 for 15 minutes, which seems fair to me. This price gives you enough time to understand how the technology works and explore its potential. If you try it, be patient. The generative AI takes some time to process your requests. You'll see your bracelet start glowing when the AI is working. Wait a little and let your imagination guide you. If this technology evolves to include animated environments and objects, it could completely change the way we tell stories. It would make storytelling more innovative, immersive, and interactive than anything we've seen before. For now, the app is more of a glimpse into the future, but it's already exciting to see where it could go.
Depicting a painted deer frolicking beneath trees. As you push open the heavy oaken door, the warm, inviting glow of hearth light envelops you. The scent of roasting meats and ale immediately fills your senses.
Let's move on to the last piece of advice, which is more complex than the previous two. It's not as simple as plug and play, since it requires a gaming PC for PCVR. Have you heard of the Unreal Engine Injector? It's disliked by purists but loved by tech enthusiasts. Regardless of the debates around it, do you know how many free apps are available out there, created using Epic's Unreal Engine? I didn't know either until I discovered what I'm about to show you. What you see here is the final stage of Act 3 in Diablo 2, the Durance of Hate, right after the encounter with Mephisto when the portal opens. As a big fan of Diablo, I couldn't skip mentioning this. But I'm using it as an example to introduce you to a whole new world. On the Flat2VR Discord channel, in addition to tons of sections about mods that convert flat games to VR, there's a large section dedicated to VR experiences. Here, you'll find an incredible variety of VR environments to explore. Many of the best ones are paid, but most of them offer free demos. The quality is so impressive that for anyone with a good PC, these experiences can replace the usual demos like the Blue or Subside when showcasing the power of VR. From forests and mountains to scenes inspired by famous video games, there's a bit of everything. You'll also find many free projects created by the community, most built in Unreal Engine 5. These are perfect visual benchmarks if you're not interested in gaming or just want to explore stunning environments, anything developed with Unreal Engine 4.5 or newer. In some cases, you can even play games successfully. But for now, I just wanted to let you know about the possibility of exploring starting with Diablo 2. As for Diablo 2, I'd happily pay for more iconic locations to explore in VR. The Throne of Baal, the Arcane Sanctuary, and Tal Rasha's tomb are just a few examples of places I'd love to visit in this way. So those are my 3 recommendations across different platforms. I hope you found something interesting to check out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
As the sun reaches its zenith, casting a divine glow over the land, you feel a sudden change in the air. A crackle of energy, a tingling that raises the hair on your skin. A mighty rumble echoes across the heavens as the skies themselves seem to part.